Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Morning, Jamie. How are you? How are we doing? We are starting the duck. The duck was requested so much. So we are finally doing a duck. So, yeah, I'm good. I'm very good, thank you. Yes, I'm doing very well. Hang on, I'm just trying to find my right pencil. So I'm going to start with the eye. Yeah, I had a good time. I had a good time last night on James's stream with all of us playing, well, most of us playing together. So there was me, James, Papa Forms, and Jared. Never got the opportunity to play with Jared before, so that was good. I need some. Right, so just use the dark sepia to outline, and now I'm going to go in with this walnut brown because there is some brown tints to this eye. But yes, what a beautiful duck. I actually quite like the way it's sort of, it almost looks like it's peering out at you, like, oh, hello. And it's got some lovely colours. It's got a lot of purple. Can you see all that purple? So yeah, I hope I'm going to be able to replicate the colours correctly. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that iridescence because I've never tried to draw iridescence before, so I'm not quite sure how to do it. But we'll give it our best shot. It will still look like a pretty duck at the end of it, no matter what I do. And I'm just going to add a little bit of the burnt sienna because there's a little red tone to this brown. And drawing in circular motions because you have a round eye and you want a nice glossy look to it. So sophisticated. I guess it is sophisticated, yeah. I tell you what though, I was so shocked yesterday because I say after this you do the other three and become a full-time duck a duck artist. Yesterday I was so shocked that when I posted the completed Siamese cat onto TikTok, it's had 2,300 views. That's the highest views any of my artwork has ever had on TikTok. It was just, wow, crazy. Back to the dark sepia now. I'm big time. I don't know about that. I mean, compared to some other people, I'm most certainly not, but compared to all the other stuff that I've put on TikTok, which normally gets about 200 views, or once or twice I've had something go up to 700 views, and that's normally when I do a dog or a popular animal. But to have something blow up like that, my phone just kept going beep, beep, beep. I was like, what is going on? And I looked, and it was just crazy. I was so shocked, so surprised, so happily surprised, but morning Moose, how are you? Morning Natalie, morning Faisal. That's alright if you're working, work comes first. It's sad though because I want to watch. We can always watch the VOD later if you want to, if you have the time. I just need a little bit of this Cold Grey 3. Back in with the dark sepia. I'm just putting in lots of layers to build up the darkness in this eye. I might just go back in with that chocolate brown again. Yeah, I'll go in with the walnut. And again with the burnt sienna. Oh, it's blurred out slightly. It will keep blurring out until it's got something definitive to focus on. Yeah, bye bye Natalie. Quick visit. Have a lovely day. So yeah, so last night was fun. Wasn't expecting to go on James's stream, but then got an invite. And yeah, I don't think we did too badly considering we were playing at a much higher level than Nick and I should have been playing at. The first couple of games in competitive were very... Oh, I'm using the black now, by the way. The first couple of games in competitive we did appallingly badly. I think we only got like 4 kills each. But then in that last game, because I think we played 3 games in total, that last game, I got 10 kills, which I was a lot happier about, considering we were playing up at Jared and James's level of... Well, Jared got diamond, I think, and James was gold, and Nick and I are lonely irons. So the fact that we managed to kill anybody was pretty amazing, I thought. And Nick clutching around was really great. But it was such good fun because we hadn't played with Jared ever, and I knew he was a really good player. But oh my god, that was just amazing what he did last night. So I wish I had his skills. You guys did well. Thanks, Moose. James's stream yesterday was one of your favourite streams. Oh, good. Was that after we left? Was that after Nick and I left? I was playing way below of what I'm usually capable of. Still blaming the COVID for it. Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, COVID brings you down. He aced 4 times in the same... Yes, yeah, he did. It was something like that. 3 times for sure. But probably was 4 times. I think in that final game he had like 39 kills, I think it was. It was just... wow. But it was such good fun. Right, okay, so now what am I doing? Right, so I'm using the Van Dyke Brown to go around this eye. Just a really light layer. Really want to try and get this eye right, because obviously in the reference picture you can only see the one eye of this duck because of the way of the head positioning. So I really want to get the expression. I really want to capture the expression in this eye because it's carrying a lot of weight. Nick carried, yeah. It was good from the start. Thanks, Faisal, that's very kind. Valor games were amazing, and the pro clubs after were a big laugh as well. What were the what's pro clubs? What do you mean? Oh, was he doing the football thing? Yeah, it was. I'm definitely going to rewatch the stream when I'm back home. Oh, cool. So next week I'll be getting a Valo stream with chat after Sunday, of course, so I could join. Possibly. We'll have to see how everything goes. I've ordered some new kit, so I'm hoping that arrives. It says it's going to arrive on Saturday, but we shall see. EA FC Pro Clubs is one of the game modes that allows you to play with other up to 11 and everyone is only controlling one player. Oh my god, yeah, I can imagine that would be really interesting. Morning, Hayley. How are you? Right, so I'm going to use the walnut brown. Oh, hang on. No, I'm going to use the burnt umber because there are some dark sort of markings here in the eye. So I need to do this bit here. It almost looks like, in this bit around the eye, it almost looks like it's, because the head itself looks wet, it looks like maybe, you know how ducks, when they're sort of swimming along, they sort of dip their head under the water and go looking for something to eat. It looks like it's done that recently, and around the eye, little bits of like river mud or something has caught in that little bit of wrinkly skin around the eye. That's what this bit looks like to me. I need to add a little bit of nugget. Just needs to be a bit darker. Right, getting there, getting there. I feel I need this eye to be really black here at the bottom. Right. Just a little bit of... which is this? No, not the warm grey. I need that cold grey. Cold grey one. Just to add a little bit of lightness. And to add, let's get that white in. Right, okay, so I've done the eye. I'm going to move down to the beak, and then we'll move up and down and around. Right, okay, how do I want to do this beak? I guess outline it first. I wouldn't normally outline the beak in a dark colour, but there's a shadow on this side, so I can put that dark line in. Doesn't have the dark line there though, does it? Right, okay, so down here we have this dark section. I'm going to go in with no, I'm going to go in with the burnt umber first of all, I think. And again, a beak is a lovely smooth sort of rounded surface, so I'm going to go with circular movements. Just to try and keep it looking as smooth as possible. Kind of got the feeling that this project won't take as long as some of the others. I mean, the cat was 14 hours. I don't think this will take 14 hours. Simply because there's less detail. But who knows? I could be completely and utterly wrong. Okay, now let me just enlarge this beak and have a better look at it. I don't need those colours. There's some very sort of murky greens. Let me go for I'm trying to see what this is called. Chromium green opaque. Let me just sharpen it. Just gonna blend that in a little bit. These are just cheap blending stumps that you can get from any sort of artwork shop. I think I need the chromium oxide green. some of the burnt umber in this shadow too. I need a little bit of like a muddy yellow. Let's try the yellow ochre. This is still the burnt umber, this really dark part of the beak. Is anyone doing anything interesting today? What are your plans today, Faisal? Did you enjoy Hamleys yesterday and what was it, Leicester Square? It was fun, good. And did you find a favourite new snack? I was trying to think of all the chocolate that you might not have tried before. Going back to Wembley Stadium area. Oh, okay. Never been to that part. Now let me just have a look. So this has some of that greeny brown in it. So I'm going to use the olive green yellowish. Blend in at the top here. This olive green in the brown will allow for a nice transition from the brown to the yellow. just going to use some of the dark sepia. It's almost black, this end point, but I need all these different undertones in the colour first. Can't just sort of go straight in with black, because black is never just black. Right, a little bit of that black now. This end part of the beak is quite in shadow, so it doesn't really have any great definition to it. It is not in focus the way this part of the bird's face seems to be, so it's quite blurry when you zoom in, like I have on my iPad, but trying to put in detail that seems to be there. So I'm just going to go in again with that sort of olive green colour. umber. More with the black. It's a lot of layers, but it's worth it, and I really want to get this really, really black. All those undertones in it. Yeah, see you, Faisal. Have a lovely day over at Wembley. Bye, Moose. Thanks for joining me. Right, okay, so let me just have a look here. So looking at how this beak goes. This is the burnt umber. I'm just going to try and sort of put in where this shadow is. There go the dogs. Woof. Like to get in on the act every morning, don't they? Bless them. Right, so that goes. It's that shadow there. There is a shadow that goes here. We have the mouth line. That goes there. And then we have this section here, don't we? So black. Right, okay, and around here we have like a fold. Goes there, around there. Okay. I'm just trying to think which would be the best yellow to go in with here. Let me put the green away. Maybe I should go in with the light yellow and then slowly sort of darken it. Or do I want to go for the green gold? Let's just see what sort of yellow this is. This is the light yellow ochre that I'm using. It's not bright yellow, but it's muddy enough to allow me to go in with some darker colours over the top. We don't want like a bright buttercup yellow, or it's quite a muddy. And yellows for some reason are notoriously difficult to work with. Use the green gold just to do this line here. Right, okay, so start here and go up or come down. Right, so I quite like this green gold, because we've got a mix of green and yellows and browns on this beak. So I'm going to do a base layer of the green gold, I think, over the entirety of the beak. And then we can add more shading in and blending later. So Jamie, have you thought of a name for this duck? Any suggestions, anybody? I think it needs to be something quite quirky. It's quite a quirky looking animal. What about Sheldon? Sheldon? Gary? Gary the duck. Not Feathers. No, I don't like Feathers. I don't know, I kind of like Sheldon, to be honest. Oh, Mango started to bark now. Oh, it's a dad coming in. She gets ever so excited when Nick comes back to the house. Even though Becca is her favourite person, she has this pecking order. Yorkshire Terriers have this hierarchy. They bond to one person. And then they have like a hierarchy, and they make it very clear who is their favourites. So Becca is obviously her first choice. Then it's her dad. And then it's me. And then the boys. I know my place when it comes to Mango. But she loves her mum, Becca, and she loves her dad. Right, I'm just going to use that blending stump just to push some of this yellow into the paper and just blend it. don't have to do this. If you haven't got a blending stump, you can use a cotton wool bud or a Q-tip, whatever you want to call it, and just gently just sort of push the colour around so it blends, just because I want to try and achieve this really sort of smooth look on the beak. So I'm just going to try and remember each time I apply a colour is to use this sort of stump afterwards. If you don't have a cotton wool bud or anything like that, you could also use a tissue. And just use the tissue to sort of blend it. Use whatever you have to hand. You don't always have to have like the proper tools. Work with what you've got. Okay, that's a little better. Right, okay, so I think that's where I will leave it for today. So we've made a good start. I didn't think we'd get that much done, to be honest. I thought maybe the eye and the tip of the beak, so done quite well. So yeah, not a bad start. So thank you so much everybody for joining me today. Nice quick start to Sheldon, and yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Is it Friday tomorrow? What day is it? Yes, it's Friday tomorrow, so I will see you tomorrow for the lovebird. This is turning into a bird stream. Oh my gosh. Must put an end to that. Right, okay, thanks for joining me, everybody. Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow. Bye.